Welcome to Komunitas Salihara. And I would like to greet especially to His Excellency Songpon Sukchan, the Ambassador of Embassy of the Kingdom of Thailand to Indonesia, and Mr. Pongbob Metakulawat, the First Secretary of Embassy of the Kingdom of Thailand to Indonesia. Tonight we are really grateful for your bold presence. So this evening we can gather here together to celebrate the opening of the concept of self, individuality and integrity and collective art exhibition presented by Arcolabs and Sobasok Art Center, and in cooperation with Embassy of the Kingdom of Thailand and in Komunitas Salihara. You can give a big round of applause if you want to. Ladies and gentlemen, this exhibition is a follow-up to the previous exchange program, The Concept of Self on Power, Identity and Labels, which took place in 2017 at SAC Bangkok. Without waiting any longer, I would like to invite Mr. Nirwan Dewanto, the Program Director of Komunitas Salihara, to give some remarks on this exhibition. To Mr. Nirwan Dewanto, the time and place is yours.
Selamat malam para hadirin sekalian. Selamat malam para seniman. Let me do this remarks in English, as I have to do it in English and in my language, both ways. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Bapak Duta Besar Kerajaan Thailand, His Excellencies Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand, His Excellency Songpon Sukchan. Selamat malam Ibu Jong Ok dari Arcolabs, and good evening Mr. Jong Suat Eng Suwansiri from Sobasok the Art Center. First and foremost, I would like to express my deep gratitude to the presenters of the show, Arcolabs and Sobasok the Art Center, dan Departemen Pendidikan Seni Rupa IKIP Jakarta, and to the Embassy of the Kingdom of Thailand, especially His Excellency Ambassador Songpon Sukchan, the main sponsor of these exhibitions. On these occasions, I would like to say that this exhibition is important not only for Indonesian art world, but it is also a matter of significance for our institutions, Komunitas Salihara. For the past 10 years, we had been working on various international collaborations and partnerships to present various artists and groups of global significance in our venues here. You all certainly do not doubt that high-quality art from abroad is a way to make the best comparisons for artistic explorations in Indonesia, but it is also a means to widen the horizon of public perception to the arts. However, our networking so far, as you might know, is still limited to what can be provided by foremostly our contacts in North America and West Europe, and later with our friends from East Asian countries like Japan and South Korea. The rest of the world is still a terra incognita to us. Southeast Asia is a concept of the area of cultural exchange in this post-industrial age has not yet been established. Southeast Asia still lives in its old concept, namely the region that shared the Hindu-Buddhist influences in the days of the old kingdoms, long before the time of colonialisms and industrializations, or in the post-colonial times right now, only as a geopolitical realm in the post-Cold War era. Thus, we welcome these exhibitions, which not only brings together Indonesian and Thai artistic endeavors and South Korean and Chinese and Thai curatorships, but also presents a self-discovery, a strong conceptualizing of the social self in the context of Southeast Asian postmodern, post-scientific quest. And it is more than friendship and exchange. It is a strong signal that we will have stronger presence at our future contemporary arts events in Jakarta and Indonesia. And finally, my big thanks to the participating artists, Antonio Sinaga, Chayanin Kwangkyu, Shulayanon Sirifol, Kitikut Mankit Patriot Mukmin, Theo Fritz Huta Barat, Tidarat Chanta Chua, Rega Ayunda Putri, and to the curators, Ms. Jong Ok John, Ms. Lin Jishu, and Mr. Chong Suat Eng Suwan Siri. Thank you, enjoy the show. Selamat menikmati pertunjukan. Selamat malam.
Thank you very much, Mr. Niwan, for giving excellent speech. My name is Chong Suat Eng Suwan Siri. I'm from Bangkok, from Subashok, the Art Center. First of all, I would like to thank His Excellency Songpon Sukchan and also Pongpop Metakulawat for joining us tonight and also for showing support for this exhibition. I'm very happy. I learned very recently that this is probably one of the first Thai contemporary art exhibition joined with Indonesian artists in such a long time. And I think it's such a wonderful opportunity for us, especially from Thailand, to show what Thailand has to offer on the contemporary art scene. I would like to see more of this exhibition happening. So also I would like to thank the team of Komunitas Salihara for providing the space, but also such a marvelous effort in supporting to make the show happen. Also want to thank Jong Ok John for putting together the show very, very tirelessly with our curator from Thailand as well. I know it's been such a long journey for us, more than 2 years that we've been preparing for this show. We had our first part in Bangkok 2 years ago that was, to me, very successful. And now we have the second part here where you will see how the artists grow, but also you'll get to see what Thailand has to offer, like I said before. So without further ado, can I invite Lin Jie-jo, curator from Thailand, to explain to you further about what this exhibition is all about. Thank you very much.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Lin Jie-jo. So this cooperation with the Korean curator, Jung Oh, actually we started it from 2 years ago. So 2017, the previous exhibition is the concept of the self on the power, identity, and labels. And previous exhibition actually is the dissection of the contemporary cultures and how they mold and alter individual lives and genders, social power, and the ideology of class structures. So it draws on the society theories and analyzes the progresses through which the society as a whole and groups within them can deal with the challenges associated with the membership and the interaction within the culture. And the previous exhibition provided the conversation on the implications of the macro and micro theories of the Southeast Asia as the self-concept that emerged to distinguish a new age in Thai and Indonesia. And for the previous exhibition, there is through various media such as the photography, oil painting, video art, and installation. The artist we had exhibition before explored nuances in the expression of the identity and the social interactions, or touching with the politics and the superstitions and self-analysis. That exhibitions offer the necessary construct and comparison to see how the individual is conditional in this cultural shift. So that's the previous exhibition we had, like the Kun Jung Swa said, is the part 1. So we are really delighted to be here today with all the artists and all the teams here and to see the part 2 here. So now I introduce the main curator of this exhibition, the Jung Oh, come to explain what's the main concept of this exhibition. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Lin Jie. Good evening, everyone. Thank you very much for coming to the opening of the Concept of Self, Individuality and Integrity exhibition tonight. I'm very happy to have all of you and also very excited to explain about the exhibition as well as artists. This exhibition started with several questions. First, how do we define the self in today's world, where the meaning of culture, tradition, identities are more blurred than before? How do the artists develop their artistic integrities in the midst of the political and cultural shifts happening around them? And how do artists develop their individual artistic self as a member of society? So this exhibition explores the answers to those questions by young and progressive artists from Thailand and Indonesia. It started looking into the influence of Indonesian and Thai political, societal, and cultural shifts happened in 1990s, and then also afterwards up to right now. Why starting with 90s? Because the artists who are participating in this exhibition spend their most of childhoods in 90s. And also they are very keen on the problems on the society during the democratic transition as well as the economic crisis back in 1990s. Furthermore, through the new millennia, the artists have also experienced hopes and concerns regarding globalization while they are focusing on various local, regional issues such as nationalism, tradition, diaspora, religion, minority versus majority. Therefore, this exhibition deals with various aspects of life. However, it is not to demonstrate how an art presents a specific event happened in the past, but rather to show how art can convey the spirit of time. In that sense, what we shall focus on this exhibition is how the artists enhance their own creative vision and artistic value as an endeavor in the process of becoming seniman, seorang seniman, one artist. If you are here to discover the identity of the Thai contemporary art or identity of Indonesian art, maybe you would be disappointed because this exhibition does not highlight the regional or local styles or narratives in arts, but rather this exhibition focuses more on shed a light on the individual sense of art. There are a great number of individuals that I have to thank. First, I'd like to express my sincere appreciation to His Excellency, Mr. Songfor Sukchan, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to Indonesia, for his generous support on this special event. I also like to thank to Mr. Jong Shuat, the Director of Sokpasok Art Center, for his enthusiastic and dedicated partnership. Thanks to Pa Niruan Dewanto, Pa Ashikin Hassan, Miss Josefa, and every step at the Komunitas Salihara for providing not just a beautiful physical gallery space, but like tremendous spiritual support while I'm preparing this exhibition. And I'd like to thank to all participating artists from Thailand and Indonesia for preparing and also showcasing their wonderful works of art. Last, my heartfelt thanks goes to Miss Lin Jie Jo, who initiated the idea of the concept exhibition in 2017. And also our curatorial and exhibition team, Miss Nindi, assistant curator, exhibition class of Jakarta State University, for their efforts and dedication in making this exhibition possible. Thank you again for joining us tonight. I hope you enjoy the exhibition. I almost forgot. I'd like to introduce the artists. I'm going to call each artist's name. If your name is called, please stand up to be acknowledged. Okay, I will call first. I see Patriot Bukmin, and then Kittikun Mankit from Thailand. Antonio S. Sinaga, Tidara Chantatri. We have a Chulayano Shirifol, but he was not able to attend tonight's event. Next, Rega Ayundia Putri, Chayanin Kangko, and Theo Fries Huta Barat. Okay. So now to invite His Excellency Mr. Songpho Sukchan, the Ambassador of the Kingdom of Thailand to Indonesia, for delivering his welcoming remark.
Good evening, everyone. Selamat malam. It's my great pleasure to be here to join you all in this self-exhibition this evening. This is the first Indonesia-Thailand art exhibition in Jakarta that I ever attend. I'm pleased to learn that this is a second exhibition of the concept of self, after the first one in Bangkok two years ago. For me, it's really amazing to see the young artists of Thailand and Indonesia work together and share artistic information at this event. Since this is a self-exhibition, it's therefore interesting to find out more about the meaning of self in their work and how their work reflect their artistic individuality and identity, and how we see their identity in today's world that's getting more connected, which make culture and identity more obscure. Thailand and Indonesia has a long history of belief, culture, and tradition. Our artists do their work differently according to the perception shaped during the time they grow up. People-to-people exchange help people in different culture and background understand more about each other. This is another important way to strengthen relationship between the country. From the government side, the embassy is trying to enforce more relationship, encourage more relationship with the government side of Indonesia, and the private sector do the same on the economic part. I hope that the artistic journey at this exhibition will bring both Indonesians and Thailand to better understand each other and help further promote Thailand-Indonesia relations. Lastly, I wish to conclude by congratulating Arcolabs, the Superchok Art Center in Bangkok, Salihara, and the curator, and most importantly, the young artists of Indonesia and Thailand for their great effort in this art collaboration and bring this successful exhibition today. And I wish them all success. Thank you very much. Terima kasih.
I'd like to ask His Excellency to stay with me on stage. But firstly, I would like to thank all the curators, directors, and of course His Excellency for the welcoming remarks that makes us more excited to see the exhibition. And now, finally, to open and officialize the opening of the concept of self, individuality, and integrity by hitting the gong, I'd like to ask His Excellency to hit on the gong 3 times before we have the gallery tour upstairs and the reception afterward.